just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
Well, they love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw.
Pull. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
To avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Pull. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harris.
And he will have a Steelers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They run it with Ballage. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris,
his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return.
And he returns this to the 22.
Off play action, Tannehill. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Pull. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, pull. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10.
Back to throw again. Finding Harris over the middle. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll try and run with Balaj. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ballgame. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Pull. And that is incomplete.
Jacob Harris, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Pull. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 8.
Play action. Pull. Going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
And oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A handoff for Gibson.
A nice little juke. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. second down and 4. They'll go again with Gibson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson. Good footwork at the 30. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Second and 7. Back to throw, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Tannehill. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Operating from the gun. Pull. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. The extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. Oh, good move. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Gibson again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. It's Tannehill. This one left side caught by Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Pull. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side with Gibson.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Here's Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibson.
Touchdown, Washington.
3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
Well, he got into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he loses the football a second time.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys who can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Poole. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
On first down, Gibson dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Once more, Gibson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Washington on third down.
They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill.
And this is going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down. Poole. And a catch made by Hopkins. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. On third down, Poole. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that